Hello, this is Justin. Welcome to my channel once again, Economics for Today and Tomorrow. In today's video, I want to share with you about the concept of change in demand and change in supply. I believe this will be very crucial for those that are in business and those that want to do business as they understand the things that lead to change in demand and change in supply. Keep watching. Change in demand is increase or decrease in quantity demanded of a commodity due to changes in other factors that affect demand at a constant price. So there could be different things that lead to a change in demand. It could be the change in the income of the consumer. Consumer's income could increase, consumer's income could decrease. So when consumer's income increases, it increases the purchasing power, and this leads to increase in demand. And when consumer's income decreases, it reduces the purchasing power, which leads to a decrease in demand. The change in demand could also be as a result of expectation of future price changes. When prices are expected to increase, it increases current demand because people are afraid of buying the commodity expensively in future. So they increase current demand. However, whenever people expect the prices of commodities to fall, the current demand reduces because they expect to buy the commodity more cheaply in future. The change in population size also influences a change in demand. When population increases, then it increases the demand for a commodity because the market size is bigger. However, when the population decreases in a particular area, it also decreases the demand because the market size decreases. Now, the change in demand of a commodity is always implied by either demand increasing or demand reducing. So what is important to anybody who is doing business is to know these things that cause the change in demand. It could be the change in tastes and preferences, that an improved taste and preference for a commodity increases demand because more people become attracted to it and attached to that commodity. However, when the tastes and preferences become unfavorable, it leads to a decrease in demand because it reduces people's interest and attraction to a commodity. And I'll be back to tell you about the change in supply. Change in supply of a commodity is implied by increase or decrease in quantity supplied of a commodity due to changes in other factors affecting supply at a constant price. So you realize there's always reason why producers supply more or less of a commodity. And it could be any of these factors that influence a change in supply of that commodity. It could be that when price is kept constant, there is a change in availability of raw materials. When the raw materials are readily available in large amounts, it increases supply because it reduces the cost of production. However, whenever the raw materials are scarce in supply, it leads to a decrease in supply because it increases the cost of production in terms of acquiring the raw materials. Now, every business incurs cost of production. So the change in the cost of production also influences supply. An increase in the cost of production as implied by increase in the cost of raw materials or rent leads to a decrease in supply because it reduces the profit margins of producers. However, a decrease in the cost of production, for example, if there is reduced taxation, leads to an increase in supply because it increases the profits of producers. The change in market size also influences supply because the market size could increase. This could come as a result of like a population increase or discovery of a wider market or regional integrations. So an increase in market size leads to increase in supply because producers make more sales and they also make more profits. However, a decrease in the market size leads to a decrease in supply because producers make less sales and therefore they make less profit. The change in supply also comes from expectation of future price changes. When producers expect the future price to increase, they decrease supply in the current period because they want to make more profit in future. However, when producers expect a decrease in supply in future, they increase the current supply so that they avoid making losses in future. If we are in the agricultural sector, then change in the natural conditions affects supply, affects the change in supply that whenever the natural conditions become favorable, they support crop growth and this increases supply. However, whenever the natural conditions become unfavorable, it leads to a decrease in supply because the unfavorable change in natural conditions do not support crop growth. Now, technology becomes very key. So the change in technology also influences supply. An improvement in technology increases supply because it increases the efficiency in production and it increases resource utilization. However, a decline in technology leads to a decrease in supply because it reduces the efficiency in production of goods and services and therefore a decrease in supply of that commodity. There is a big correlation between demand and supply, and that is why we study these two concepts, because demand is on the side of consumers and therefore producers must be critical to those factors that influence the change in demand so that if they are to benefit in business, they change supply depending on those factors that influence the change in demand. This and more when you continue following my channel, Economics for Today and Tomorrow.